When we think about vintages for delinquency, and we certainly see some here, one of the good points that I want to point out to you is in the left-hand chart on the bottom, what you're going to see is the vintage delinquency of 60 to 90 days delinquent on a commercial credit card. From a national perspective, you see that green line at the bottom, 2024, really good. 2025, I don't have 2025 because it's just starting. So we don't see those delinquencies quite yet. Got to give us another month or two and we'll start showing that trend. But what you're seeing here is for 2024, really good vintage. The delinquencies stayed lower than we saw in previous years. And so that gave the capacity for lenders to say, all right, delinquencies are lower than they have been in a while. What do we consider from a credit policy perspective? Well, if you're looking at that in an overall national view, what industries do we really need to break down in to look and see where there is growth and where the delinquencies are hitting? Because not all lenders are servicing the same types of businesses. So you can see a bit of a slowdown in transportation and warehousing. We're going to see that uptick a little bit here as we go into the first quarter of 2025. Our expectation is that originations are certainly picking up into February as we go forward. So we have seen that kind of come down. What the other thing that we'll look at here is across the top, you're going to see construction maintaining still a high level of originations. There's a lot of construction companies in the U.S. What's good is if you look over to the far right, you'll see that construction delinquencies are actually down. So we haven't seen them as tight as the housing market is, and where we see some pullback in the growth of housing and inventory. We've seen that slow a bit. Certainly with the price of houses and the rates that are being offered on mortgages, we've seen that slow down. So not as much building, which means a little less delinquency on the loans that are out there. And so that market has pulled back a little bit.